They called him Doubting Thomas. One bad moment became his entire identity. But almost nobody remembers what happened before the doubt. When Jesus announced he was returning to Judea after Lazarus died, the room went silent. Days earlier, religious leaders had nearly stoned him to death there. Going back meant one thing: death. The disciples were terrified. Every instinct screamed, "Run." But then Thomas stood up. Not Peter, not John, Thomas. And he said the coldest, bravest line in the Gospels: "Let us also go, that we may die with him." John 11:16. Think about that. While everyone else calculated survival, Thomas was ready to die beside Jesus. That is not weakness. That is loyalty with no escape plan. So later, when Jesus was crucified, Thomas shattered. He had prepared himself to die for Jesus. Instead, he watched Jesus die without him. And when the others claimed Christ had risen, Thomas couldn't handle another heartbreak. His doubt wasn't rebellion. It was trauma. A wounded heart protecting itself from hope. And notice this: Jesus never shamed him. No lecture, no rejection. He simply showed Thomas the scars. And when Thomas touched those wounded hands, the skeptic disappeared, and the believer fell to his knees. We are too quick to define people by their worst chapter, too quick to label struggling believers as faithless. But maybe their questions are not born from pride. Maybe they loved deeply enough to be devastated. History says Thomas later carried the gospel farther than any apostle, all the way to India, where he was eventually speared to death for Christ. He died exactly how he lived, committed to the end. So before you judge someone whose faith looks messy, remember Thomas. Some people aren't doubting because they hate God. They're doubting because they're heartbroken. And sometimes all a broken believer needs is to see the scars.